Hey everyone, this is David Brown with the migration update for May 27th, 2023 from the Braddock Bay Hawk Watch. Kim and I started out at sunrise on the Charlotte Pier, and the highlight there was this absolutely stunning black-bellied plover that was on the beach. Afterwards, we went to the Firehouse Woods and picked through thrushes. So here we have a Swainson's thrush, but our real target was gray-cheeked thrush, which we did finally get a look at, although I wasn't able to get photos. Over at the Hawk Watch platform at Braddock Bay Park, it was deja vu all over again, with another beautiful day with sunny skies and light winds to start the day that then shifted to more of a northeast lake breeze. Here's an eastern kingbird, Tyrannus, perched up like it owns the field. Here we have a juvenile red-tailed hawk. You can see those dark patagial bars in this area, and the belly band that contrasts with the clean upper breast and clean lower belly. And it's a juvenile, so it does not have the dark trailing edge to the wing, and it does not have a red tail. And you can see it's molting some of the inner primary feathers, so that's why there's a gap here. We had a moderate flight of turkey vultures throughout the morning, but by the afternoon they had really fizzled out. Here's a pileated woodpecker that landed on a tree to the left of the hawk platform, and this one's a male because you can see the red mustache. And I told someone this fact today, so I hope it's actually true, but you've probably seen that certain birds like goldfinches and woodpeckers, they fly with a really undulating flight pattern, or roller coaster flight, we sometimes say. And I've read that pileated woodpeckers are actually the largest species of bird that do that flight style. I guess once they get bigger than that, it's not efficient to fly in that manner. Here we have a juvenile broad-winged hawk, so a bit of a smaller buteo. You can see it's completely unmarked in the patagial area, and instead of a belly band like we saw in the red tail, it's more of streaking that starts all the way up on the upper breast, and then it does get a little bit thicker in the belly area. Juveniles have sort of a dark trailing edge to the wing, but not as dark as the adults, and it depends on the exact lighting conditions, and their tails are pretty plain when they're folded. And here's another broad-winged hawk showing the same field marks, and we had a few small kettles of broadwing, so it was nice to see some today, but not huge numbers. And here's another juvenile red-tailed hawk. Again, note the dark patagial bars and the belly band. And juveniles have no dark trailing edge to the wing, so they look paler overall, and no red tail yet. Here was a bit of an interesting sighting today. This is an adult male northern harrier, and it was actually going west, so I did not count it as a migrant. But most of the northern harriers we've been seeing over the past couple weeks, the past month, have been juveniles. The adults migrate first earlier in the season, and then the juveniles come, which makes sense because the adults want to get up on their nesting territory. But I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen any adult males at the Hawk Watch. Harriers are an uncommon nesting species throughout the region, and it's sort of a species of concern. They try to maintain grassland habitat for species like harriers to nest. So it's somewhat interesting and hopefully exciting that there's an adult around, so maybe it'll stick around and have a nest nearby. And again, the adult male northern harriers are sometimes called gray ghosts, and you can see they have this really white plumage overall with kind of a gray head. They have this dark trailing edge in the secondaries, so really distinctive plumage compared to the adult females and the juveniles of both sexes, which are more of a brown plumage. Here's a green heron that flew in front of the Hawk Watch. And here's my new car that I bought with my most recent paycheck. Okay, bad joke, but it was nice to see a Lamborghini. I believe this is a Huracan, so not a car that we usually see in Braddock Bay Park. And things were pretty slow in the afternoon, so we left a little bit early, and Kim and I went back over to the Firehouse Woods, and nothing too exciting, but we had a chance to kind of sit in one spot for a while and just observe what the birds were doing around us. Taking a quick look at the eBird list from Ontario Beach and Charlotte Pier, we had 18 species in the morning. At the Firehouse Woods, we had 35. We did a quick run through the Church Trail and had 14. From the Hawk Watch, we had 49 species today. And at the Firehouse Woods in the afternoon, we had 34 species. Taking a look at the HawkCount report for our migrant raptor totals, today we had 67 turkey vultures, 2 bald eagles, 2 northern harriers, 45 broad-winged hawks, 4 red-tailed hawks, and 1 American kestrel for a total of 121 migrants. That brings the May total to 12,570 and the season total to 49,395. The only new species for the season today was gray-cheeked thrush. Taking a look at the forecast, tomorrow looks mostly sunny with a high in the mid to upper 70s and light north-northwest winds. Expect light to moderate migration. For Monday, it's looking sunny with a high in the mid 70s and a northeast wind at 10 to 15, slightly less favorable or more unfavorable. Really, all of these winds lately have been unfavorable, but only expect light migration for Monday. We may have to go to Frisbee Hill. And for Tuesday, it's looking sunny with a high up around 80 and light easterly winds. So again, expect light to moderate migration. Another great day of birding as migration is kind of starting to wind down and the Hawk Watch is starting to wind down as well. It's a little bit sad, people coming up and saying that it will be their last visit for the season, but we still have 4 more days to go. The count runs through May 31st, which is Wednesday. So hope to see you out in the field or up on the platform soon. From Lyco Birds, this is David Brown. Thanks for watching.